What up? How's it going? Hey, we knew how that episode was going to end, right? I'm like, there's no way she's going to possibly make it out of that situation. But we did get more of a background into what made her. And to find out, like, we heard a little bit about her mom and interactions between her and Luke. But to find out how much of a fighter her mom was is like, dang, that's crazy. And the one thing that was dope was by the end of the episode, not only did she understand her mom's fight, because she now had to take up that fight and it was in her, she also understood their relationship and how terrible it was for the mom to have to take up that fight as a feminist, while at times almost, I won't say neglecting, but having to leave behind the daughter, right? And we're talking about her doing that for real in that case, right? It's not just leaving her at home while I go do something. This was, I may have to leave her to get my things in order, but I'll be back for you. It was that sort of thing. So it was interesting to see her come to that, right? But the way they played it, you know, try to make us seem like, everything's good. And then that took place. Once that guy showed up, it was confirmed for me what was going to take place. But now I'm trying to see, she about to go right back to the commander. It's about to be bad. It's about to be bad. Let's go ahead and start this episode. Yeah, got her chained up like that one chick we saw.
For pigs who were being fattened in pens, the pigs rolled the balls around with their snouts. And the pig marketers said it improved their muscle tone. They liked having something to think about. Caged rats will give themselves electric shocks for something to do. There are 71 flowers on the comforter. I wish I had a pig ball.
Boy, Aunt Lydia putting that dress up is one of the most fucked up things. She's like, you know you're going back in this, right? He's going right back on your ass.
I see you've eaten well, Offred.
It's June. You know my fucking name.
June will be chained in this room until she gives birth. And then June will be executed. Offred has an opportunity. It would be better for the baby.
Fuck you and Fred. You know Aunt Lydia got some cold, callous hands. You build up calluses for whooping ass all day.
You'll have to earn your place. Prove that you're worthy.
We are grateful to the Lord for the safe return of our baby. Wasn't easy finding you. Terrorist networks in Gilead are insidious. But we were determined to rescue you from your kidnappers. And God blessed our endeavor. You've been through quite a trial.
And the ransomed of the Lord shall return. Praise be.
Now Offred needs to clean up and get some rest.
Do you see her face?
Kidnapping, of course.
Yeah, hold on.
Kidnapping is a story everyone can live with.
Right.
Martha, a word.
I was just
The
about to say.
Waterfords can keep the baby.
Yeah.
Shows off Gilead's reach and might.
Nope.
92 days.
Ugh. Look at her. She knows she won. The fact that they need her back. Once she heard that story, the smirk on her face. Then she looks Serena dead in the face and smirked like.
Serena, remember, as long as my baby is safe, so is yours.
See? Well, I won't say she was. She's winning the battle. The war, though, she's still there in that red motherfucker. She got wearing them dumbass wings on her head.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
She looked at
everywhere.
She looked at that bitch like, bitch, I know how to clean up.
No, dear. I mean, down there.
Yeah, I was about.
You don't want any nasty bacteria getting to the baby, do you?
She really gonna watch her clean her coochie.
Oh, water's getting cool.
Yo, fuck Lydia, man. Liddy, fuck you.
Someone was supposed to contact you.
I can't. What if she finds them? You don't know what it's been like.
She been taking it out on her.
So creative. Thank you. I have to try. Can I try it?
Give it a go. See what it does.
These motherfuckers really having a baby shower.
I couldn't resist it. I couldn't. I let go. I mean,
Even their kid toys is whack.
Something to drink? Do you want tea or something?
I don't like how Aunt Lydia also wears a duty belt like a fucking DI.
I can't imagine how relieved you must be.
You're absolutely glowing.
Oh, yes, thank you. We're very blessed.
This whole situation is
Such a shame
abominable.
you missed the baby's first trimester.
I felt the baby kick for the first time last night.
Turn up, June.
Praise be.
Praise be.
You ready for Canada, Commander? Yes. Maybe we can move them closer to easing sanctions.
I fail to see how our domestic affairs are any concern to the Canadians.
Are things settled in your home, Commander?
It is a blessing to have my house in order.
Back in order. Good. Family is very important.
I've worked with many wives and handmaids. This part is always hard.
mothers and handmaids.
It's only natural to resent her. She's strong. But that means your child will be strong.
I mean,
No more this. Bad for the baby.
I was just about to say she better not say that's bad for the baby. Yo, this whole thing is fucking insane. She just took a cigarette from one woman and said it's bad for the baby. That's coming out of an entire other woman.
Hey, you almost made it. Almost. Did anyone from Mayday get caught? I don't know. Mayday's gone silent. For how long? They're done helping handmaids. Lachlan. They cut out her tongue. After she stood up for Janine. You didn't make her say anything. This wasn't your fault. Not that part.
Ain't none of this shit in the Bible. This is all about your horse shit. These motherfuckers just made up some random shit.
I would like to be without shame. I would like to be shameless. I would like to be ignorant. Then I would not know how ignorant I was.
I don't like none of this shit, man. This shit's stupid as hell.
Let the little children come to me.
For such is the kingdom of heaven.
Let the little children come to me.
For such is the kingdom of heaven.
I'm Annie, Luke's wife.
Oh shit. He left her for a white woman? Oh, I didn't say.
I need you. Give us the space we need to work on our marriage, please. Jesus, all we do is talk about this. He thinks he's in love with you. I still love him. He's a good man who wants to do the right thing. You have to let him do it. I have to go. No, you can't just wreck people's lives like they don't matter. Did you ever even think about me?
Oh, okay,
About what you were doing to me? Do you think about me when you're screwing my husband, you selfish bitch?
There we go. Turn up on him.
He's just playing with you. He'll come back home to me. You are never going to know him like I do. I was his first. Did he tell you that? You think you can just take him from me because you want him? Fucking whore!
Why would you even think that would work? What were you trying to achieve? You're trying to convince her that she shouldn't be with me? You think that someday I'm gonna come back, you're gonna have a word with her, I'm gonna wanna come back to you? If you wanna talk to me, if you got a problem with me, then you come talk to me, all right? Come talk to me, don't talk to her, don't call her, don't fucking stalk her, just leave her the fuck alone.
Luke is a funny guy. That's a funny gentleman, man. Fucking stalker. Leave her the fuck alone.
Babe.
You shouldn't have done that.
No, listen. She's trying to wreck my life, all right? She's trying to wreck our life. Just forget about her. She doesn't matter to us.
You know, after my shower, we ended up giving away half our gifts.
Why don't we put these away? Ma'am, let me help you with that.
You see how bullshit this whole fucking place is? All she did was mention the past. The nerve of her!
I can't have her in the house, Fred.
You're strong. You don't want to miss this pregnancy. You deserve this. And you're not going to let her take any part of it away from you. Just think about the baby, not her.
You were a fallen woman. I am trying to give you the best chance you can have. I believe you know him. He drove a bread delivery truck. The wife will redeem herself by serving as a handmaid. The boy will never see his mother again. He has been placed with new parents, parents who are fit. Gilead has shown them mercy. They will have a chance at a better life. Of course, if you asked them, this would not have been the path they would have chosen. But you didn't ask them, did you? Such a selfish girl. Who killed him?
Oh, shit.
Answer me, please.
She pulled out the old school technique.
Whose fault was it? Huh? Who induced him to commit such a crime?
I did.
Alfred?
I did.
And why did God allow such a terrible thing to happen?
To teach me a lesson.
To teach June a lesson. June did this. June ran away. June consorted with terrorists. Alfred was kidnapped.
Aunt Lydia's a fucking pro at this shit.
I would very much like to stay here at home.
Do you have anything else to say?
I'm not worthy yet. I am so grateful for everything you've done for me. Let me try to be good.
All will be well. And all will be well. All manner of things will be well. Mama loves you.
Boy, they sure know how to make me hate a motherfucker on this show. Like, my hate was already all the way to the fucking roof. That shit she just did there, that mama loves you horse shit. Hey, man, I want her dead. They painted over it. Oh, shit.
My fault. My fault. My fault. My fault. I have done something wrong. Something so huge I can't even see it. Something that's drowning me. I am inadequate and stupid, without worth. I might as well be dead.
Look, I'm sorry. I tried everything to get you out.
We've been sent good weather.
June. June.
Your lies
We've been sent good weather. We've been sent good weather. We've been sent good weather. We've been sent.
First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I got a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. Check it out. So, going from that first season into this season, I always just assumed that she would end up back, you know, in the middle of Gilead, in the household that she was in before. Didn't understand how that would take place. And what they did was interesting because they took her away from it, and she was away long enough to have freed her mind. Now, there's a point in this episode where she even says, like, yo, it sucks to not be ignorant because now you know that you were ignorant. You feel me? And she had gone out, she had gotten out, and yeah, she knew the way things were before, but to have felt what the people on the outside lived like, she's like, yo, the world still exists. And also, I can be out of here. Right? Like she was that close. Okay? That last episode where you see, it was no coincidence how they played it. It's like you saw her mother had been trying to let her know this is going down. Be prepared. Like I'm fighting these people. Next thing you know, her mom is in a camp. Right? She had that ignorance about her. She's not that anymore, and she's over and above, all right? So any brainwashing they attempted to do, that was gone. So they allowed us to see that. And then they brought her back. So I'm like, well, where's the story going to go now, right? Because, yeah, there's all this other stuff, but the story is her. We have Moira and Luke, okay? We have Hannah, but I don't know. They just haven't played the stakes up on that as much as what's going on with June. And June gets in that house and she's not how she was before. Her eyes are open. So when they bring her in, they give the story about how she was kidnapped. She's like, oh, that's how y'all gonna play it? And she smirks. Okay? Then that chick Serena comes in and she smirks. And she's like, first off, y'all had to make a story in order to get me back. That's how much I mean to you. Y'all had to make a story. That means I got the upper hand in some sort of way. So she looks directly at Serena and like smiles. So Aunt Lydia, she keeps talking about, and she said multiple times, I have dealt with the mistresses and the handmaids like this. Of course, because this whole thing doesn't make sense. It's weird, it's crazy, it's stupid. And their humanity is showing on every end, right? And her whole job is to keep this in line, okay? No matter what. But the thing is, she's letting, you notice early in this episode, she's sort of letting June do the June thing, but she lets her know. She walks up on her when she's in the chain. She said, look, June could give birth. But after June gives birth, she's getting executed. But if June gives birth, if Alfred gives birth, Alfred gets to go live life. Okay? Now, right then and there, she let it be known. That was the bad you. This is the good you. All right. Go away from that and come back to it. Now, in this episode, they show something I didn't expect to see. And that was the wife of Luke. Sister girl. And they showed her running down on June, and June just playing it like, you saw how she played it, right? On some horse shit. You saw how Luke played it, and they left her on stuck like, okay. But as I'm watching this, I'm like, dang, I wonder if she's going to feel like at any point that she deserves this based off of things like that in her past. Because before they've called her adulterer. Okay, whatever. They showed to us, the viewer, the adultery. Okay. But the thing that was crazy is because all this is going on, I didn't think too much about the wife. Then the wife came into play. It makes you think, but also in her mind, when she thinks about the wife, now she's thinking, So I make the point, I'm like, well, she think this is her fault. Okay. June is doing what she's doing, okay? And when she's sitting there and she walks up at that bullshit ceremony / baby shower, that shit was weird and creepy and soulless and lame. Excuse me. And she says, we had to give away half our stuff at my shower, right? And as the Martha said, hey, I can't do these letters early on, I already knew. I was making a joke. She was getting her ass whooped. That woman, she's not going to hit the pregnant handmaid. So she hauls off on the Martha. Now, I'm sitting there like, look at this woman. It's like the nerve of her to even mention her past life. But also, she's jealous because she can't have a baby. And there's also the thing, her husband is smashing another chick. Okay. And she's like, you got to deal with this, Aunt Lydia. Now, I didn't understand how Aunt Lydia was going to do it because Aunt Lydia, this whole episode, she ain't been the mean cattle prod, right? Because she can't pull that on the handmaid when they pregnant. So I'm like, how's she going to deal with this? I understand it's going to take place. So I see the person hanging and I didn't think nothing of it, okay? When she said who it was and you saw his feet, black, I'm like, oh, okay. She lists off everything that happened. The wife now has to go do the reform thing and be a handmaid. The kid is put someplace to never be with the family again. He was hung. And she goes, now, who made this happen? Who? She was like, me, it's my fault. She's like, whose fault? My fault. Okay? And the look on her face, right? You see that. And then she comes up to her and a seed that Aunt Lydia had placed before about June and Alfred being two different people, two different distinct things. She comes up to her and says, you know, that was June. That was June who did all that. But Alfred, nah, she wouldn't do that. When I tell you Aunt Lydia is so disgusting and good, she's great at this fucking job. Like she's an expert at this. As she said, yeah, she's an expert at this. And by the time, okay, remember, she escapes and all that. So, of course, they ransack the room. They're looking for anything. They found the little, where they had carved the writings and painted it over. So now she's alone with her thoughts. And it's my fault. My fault. My fault. And then she leaves and that thing that she says, the weather is clicking in her head. So they literally have brainwashed her. So now she's in deeper than she was ever in because the whole thing about it was she had some sort of fear or something. Now the fear seems to be gone. Now it's just, I'm in this, right? Like before she was still a human in bondage. Now they have taken that from her. And that was crazy to see. Now I want to talk about something because y'all saw the looks on my face during this episode. I do not, out of everything I've watched so far, this situation, I hate it. I hate these Gilead motherfuckers. I don't like first off, when we saw the meeting with all them dudes, of course we didn't see no people of color there. So we know how they get down, right? And when I say people of color, I'm making this distinction because you might have a Hispanic, right? You might have an Arab or something, right? No, not even that. Of course they don't have no black people. As I said, every time I see a black person on this show, they're a bread truck driver or they're some sort of janitor or something like that. Like, you feel me? So when I see these people, I know how the fuck they get down. And I do not rock with I don't give a fuck if at some point they try to show me their past. Fuck the Waterfords. Fuck that Gilead shit. I don't. There's nothing redeemable about them or that situation. So I can't wait. I hope they don't hold out too much longer. I want to see them get fucked up. Next episode.